guys, what's up? It's John for Obese the Beast, and we're actually printing the shirts again today. But I had an idea for a video, and it's a question that I get asked a lot, you know what I mean? What motivates you, or how do you stay motivated? And I thought I could answer that question definitely, but I figured might as well get it answered by a couple other people too, since I'm here. So I figured I'll just ask Brian and LP. We're kind of in the middle of getting the shirts done, so they might be a little preoccupied when they're answering, which is fine. And we're just gonna find out what it is that motivated them to do what they're doing right now, and like what was the spark that got the fire under them, and then what is it that keeps them motivated to keep doing what they're doing. I thought it would be kind of a fun video, a different video for you guys. So let's get started. All right, Brian. So I want to know, what is that spark that motivated you in the very beginning to start doing, bodybuilding, doing what you're doing right now?
When I was 15 years old, I was like 130 pounds. I was 6 feet tall, so I was super skinny.
Okay.
And at the time, my brother LP, who you're about to see in a second, he had just started working out for like 2 or 3 weeks, and he got into a CrossFit thing and started getting a little bit of muscle. And he just had this little tiny vein on his arm, and I was like, oh, no way, he's getting big. It's like, I can't let my older brother get bigger than I am. At the same time as me seeing him get a little bit bigger, all these people at my school were saying that, like, they were giving me like the whole jokes like, oh, I can see all your ribs, like you should eat a burger, you should put some meat on your bones. And it's like a different story than like, your channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like the complete opposite of what I dealt with in high school.
Exactly the opposite. But it's like, for me, it kind of sucked because like for the first like 2 years of high school, every single time I did PE, I'd take my shirt off or whatever, I'd get that comment. People,
what I think is interesting is that at least me, for sure, when I was bigger, I never realized that that people that were skinny, that dealt with being skinny, that it was as hard, almost sometimes harder for them to deal with people that are overweight. You know what I mean? Like, I never realized that was something that people struggle with as hard. That was like something that hurt them emotionally, like it would being overweight. You know what I mean?
And like a lot of people don't realize a lot of different things. Like, I mean, like everyone has their own insecurity, and whether or not that's significant to you, it's significant to them.
Yeah.
So everyone has like their own hard spot to come from. And I feel like not everyone supplies the support to everyone's different journey. Some people like selectively choose who they're gonna like support, and like everyone is trying to improve, or like should be trying to improve.
Everybody's dealing with their own demons.
Exactly. This guy right here, that's my insecurity. That's what I'm working with right now. Trying to get rid of that. But yeah, so what keeps me motivated now is just by starting my journey, because of the motivation that I first had. I saw this success and I saw like myself changing, and I liked what it was changing, not only physically but mentally. I was turning into a different person. While everyone else was like drinking or going out at night, I was just staying away from that, and I was liking the fact that like I was progressing, and my friends were wondering why they weren't progressing in the gym or like in school or whatever. And I was having a lot of fun and just, being on point with what I was doing, and it just felt good. So I just kept doing it, and now it's like created this whole thing that we're all having a part of. Like, we're making these YouTube videos and stuff. And it's impossible for me to stop now because I've created something that's just so, like, it's so joyful. It has so much passion inside of it that's just impossible to not enjoy what you're doing. So. It's like intrinsic motivation.
That's what I always preach to. Intrinsic motivation is so important.
It has to come from within you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll grow as you go.
It'll grow as you see more results.
Yeah, your fire will get big.
What about you, LP? What
did I start? Why did I start?
What was the spark exactly?
CrossFit. Where did that even come from? I don't even remember why I started CrossFit. I saw a YouTube video somewhere. I don't even remember what YouTube video. And then I fell out of fitness. I quit, and then I started staying with this.
What do you think made you quit? What do you think made it to where you could quit? You know what I mean? Because now, would quitting even, is that even an option?
From Lanky Progress, from starting it, the moment I had somebody comment like, "You motivate me," like that was it for me. Like whatchamacallit, today at the gym. Victor and Charlie, those guys, like, they'll sit there and listen to what I say because they've seen what I've done. So all of a sudden, that makes my day better. That's like That's like putting money in your pocket.
I know, right?
It makes you feel good. Like, man, what you did motivated me.
Pass me a shirt. Coming your way, baby. Watch the camera.
Woo.
Oh my.
And then what would you say keeps you going now?
Now, literally, seriously, those comments. Like people that say, you motivate me.
Mm-hmm.
That and like, I can't believe how many people are following me now. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe
Well, people, because you started, how tall are you?
it. 6'3".
How much?
155 pounds.
And where are you at now?
Right now, 185.
And then-
I hit 202 at one point.
What was it like
strong.
dealing with, did you have to deal with the same comments that Brian did about the skinny thing?
Not really.
Really?
I will admit that I don't deal with many haters. I will confess that. I have a couple, but they're not even like important. Like it's just like stupid. They don't even make good points. They talk about like I look like Shia LaBeouf. It's like, yeah, cool, I do.
That's a good, I mean, that's not bad.
No, I like.
Good point.
My favorite is lesbian Shia LaBeouf. That is pretty strong. It's pretty strong. I wear a lot of pink and stuff, so it's perfect. You
It's
know,
so
makes
true
sense.
though what you say about when people comment and say that you're like motivating them. When you get that comment, it's impossible to stop going because you know that what you're doing is helping. You know,
Exactly.
Say like 100 other people do the same thing. You know that you doing that, they watch you, they see your image or whatever, and then they're like, oh, now I'm gonna go to the gym. So really, when you're working out, now you're actually having 10 people work out with you, or 100, or like whatever you do. And as we like make these videos and all that stuff, it's so encouraging because there's these more and more people that are like motivated. It's like impossible not to be motivated. You want to say something, babe?
Yeah, man.
You want me to hold the camera for you?
I would say, I've talked about this a couple times. Sorry, it's pretty cold in here, so I'm wearing
You're looking good though.
a bunch of layers. But I would say what motivated me in the beginning was I was so sick. It was to a point where I didn't even feel like I was myself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't feel like I felt like I was trapped inside of the real me. And so I was watching TV and I realized there was some guy that came on and lost a lot of weight, and they said like, how'd you do it? And he made it sound so simple. He said, I ate better and exercised. You know what I mean? And obviously it's more than that, but I realized that at that point that the only thing that's holding me back is myself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I realized how powerful we are as humans, as people. We can control our destiny a lot more than I think we realize at first. And so that was the thing, that was a spark. It was literally TV, watching TV. And then what motivates me now is knowing, one point I'll make to people, right? If you were able to do really well on your diet for one day, why can't you do that again? You know what I mean? And that's something that popped into my mind one time. I was like, I did really well yesterday. Why can't that happen a lot more?
Right.
And then I realized it can happen a lot more. You know what I mean? And so I was motivated by the fact that I did it once, so I could do it again. And I tell people that this whole journey is a book, right? And every day is a page. And if you have a bad day, you can tear that page out because you can start over the next day. So I'm motivated by the fact that I know I can do this. I can't, and now I'm motivated by knowing that I can't make the excuse to say that I can't do it because I know I can. You know, there's no doubt in my mind that I can, obviously, right? And I'm motivated by the fact that I have all these people behind me, kind of what you guys both said, right? I'm motivated by the fact that I have all these people behind me that are supporting me, and they say that I am helping them. Like, how could you not be motivated by that? Right? You know what I mean? How could you not be motivated? But I do want to say, before I had the following, right? I've obviously been doing this for a long time. I was motivated by the fact that I knew that it was up to me, period. And I was motivated by the fact that I knew that all these other things that might be going on in my life cannot control what goes into my body, because that's only me. All my choices are my choices.
Absolutely.
So that's what I was motivated by. And so I guess that's it. Yeah, that's what motivates me. So I hope you guys like this video. I know it's kind of a strange one, random, but I wanted to make something different for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked it, feel free to drop a thumbs up. Pew, pew, pew. Leave a comment if you have any comments or questions, and make sure you subscribe to me, to Brian, and to LP. Brian, do a selfie, bro.
And to me.
And I'll link them down in the description if you're not subscribed to them already. They're obvious. I'm sure you've seen them in some videos. So thanks for checking out the video. There's one other thing that I think LP wanted to say.
Look how buff I am.